Another brilliantly claimed pole position. How good did it feel out there today, particularly when you consider you've got new engine in the back, so many upgrades on that car?
Yeah, I mean, you make it sound a lot more drastic than it really is. You know, generally when you bring upgrades, I mean, it's a big learning curve for the team, a lot of pressure for the team to make sure they all work, everything's reliable. Me as a driver, it's really just about exploiting it, and that's what I do that in my sleep kind of thing. You know, that's what I was born to do. So that's not particularly difficult for me or us. That's what we do well. But of course, putting the car in the right position on the weekend is just as hard as it was the previous race without upgrades. So I'm really happy with the work everyone's done, and I'm really happy that I was able to get that pole.
Yeah, P3 is a good place to start, I think. You know, I've had good races from there. But it wasn't the perfect qualifying for me. Starting the day slightly on the back foot with the engine issue we had, and going back to the old engine. But you know, is what it is, and I think the main thing for me was I struggled to get to a good rhythm really during the qualifying, and just struggling with snappy rear end. Just didn't get those perfect laps I was trying to get.
Max, it seems like the team have made a good step forward this weekend. Is the gap as short as you'd hoped?
I think better than expected, to be honest. I think the whole weekend we were a little bit closer, but I was not fully confident with the car as well, and not really happy with the balance. And I think we turned it around in qualifying. I was really happy with the car. It was, I think, by far the best I've had all season. So yeah, it was great. I think the car couldn't have been any better at this stage. So big compliments to the team for giving me this car, and I think also back at the factory they can be happy with this, because to come from 1.5 seconds behind to only 6/10 or 5.5, that's a great achievement for us.
We've kind of gone back and forth a bit with it. I think we've found some positives. I think the high-speed corners seem to be pretty good now. I felt in qualifying we picked up some speed there, so that was positive. But still struggled, probably me more so than Max, with the low-speed corners. So the last sector, that was a weakness for me today. So there, I still feel like we're missing something. But otherwise, I mean, the gap to the leaders still remains more or less the same. So we'll keep trying to close it bit by bit. But we know it's going to take a bit of time.
I think the car, yesterday performed quite well, even if we had a strange FP1, FP2 with not much running. The upgrades, they are working fine. And today also, I felt confident with the car, with the conditions, quite windy, tricky, but my car was performing well. The people always giving this extra motivation, this extra tenths, and today, half of this Q3 is because of them.
We got to the last sector. That was overheating, and for sure I couldn't put together because of this overheating. Maybe with this temperature didn't help perfectly us. So. But we are in the fight, so maybe the best position we could achieve today was 7th.
It was a good one until the Q3 run, really. I pressed the DRS and it didn't work in all the straight lines, so I lost something like 3/10, which is massive. So really disappointed with this. I should have been P7 like in Q2. But the good thing is that we're always there when it counts. The car always works. The team has done an awesome job, so we have to keep pushing for the race.
It's been a difficult weekend for us. I'm not gonna hide it. No, we've been from P1 to P2 doing things to the new upgrade and everything to try and compensate the lack of balance we had. More or less, when I got to qualifying, I was more or less happy. But from being half a second ahead of Force India or Haas before quali, we are now 1/10 or 2 behind without changing anything to the car. So it just means the others have something when it comes to quali that we don't have.
Brakes this weekend are not so good. They were better in Russia and in China. I've been struggling with the car balance. The wind makes it very tricky. And we haven't run much on that configuration. So struggled a little bit in qualifying. Disappointed with that because I think we could have done more. But we need to learn and move forward.
Between me and the car, we didn't have the pace today. So I'm quite confused because yesterday jumped straight in and was very happy with it. So I don't really understand where the pace has gone. It's a bit of a mystery today.
The car was very hard to drive. To be honest, I think we need to change everything upside down.
Everything. Setup, tyre pressures.
Everything has to be changed upside down now.
How have you got into that place? Was that begun yesterday, or has it just simply happened overnight, the change?
Oh, already yesterday it was very bad, and today it just continued. To be honest, there was just absolutely no grip with it. So I don't know what else could have been done. When you're miles off, something needs to be changed.
Not a lot can be changed though before the race tomorrow. How hard will it be?
I would rather start from the pit lane than drive the car like this.